When you are finished with the treadmill of BS, there's a say.
Hi everybody, my name is Sean Anson Smith. I am the creator of Slung Dung and also Java Joe on Facebook. You can look me up there at Java Joe on Facebook, and that's where I talk about coffee and food and also jokes or anything else that strikes my fancy. But here today, this is Slung Dung, and I'm doing this video for Slung Dung. And of course, Slung Dung is so named because I have dug and am still digging my way out of Christianity, out of the dung of religion. And Western society is as a result of Christianity. So there's a lot of dung to sling. And so that's what I do. I sling a little dung. I invite you to sling it right along with me. Sling that BS, the typical meaning of BS, and also bankrupt spirituality. And that's what religion is bankrupt spirituality. Hey, yeah, bankrupt spirituality. Gotta say it with a sexy voice. But anyway, today I want to talk about the gospel revolution. The gospel revolution. Why do I think it's called gospel revolution? Well, if you took a guess, or if you looked at what the real gospel, or excuse me, what Christianity says is the real gospel, and you take a look at what the real gospel actually is, then you know that it's a revolution, because it's a complete and total turnaround from what Christianity says is the gospel. And here we have, in the gospel revolution, is we have the real versus the fraud gospel. The fraud gospel says that that God loved you so much that he sent his son Jesus to die on the cross for your sins, and everybody who confesses that and confesses Jesus as Lord and believes that they are a sinner, that they will be saved from this place called hell. And this is the gospel that is preached in Christianity pretty much. It varies some a little bit. Now, the real gospel, check this out. Jesus Christ was born, the Son of God. He came into the earth. He lived a perfect life, and then he took that perfect life and he died on the cross. He was convicted wrongly, and he died on the cross, became sin, and sin died with him, and was buried. Jesus Christ arose. Sin didn't arise when Jesus did. So sin is dead. It's been dead ever since around 33 AD and hasn't existed since. And so that means that it's impossible to sin. You can't sin, I can't sin. Doesn't matter what you do, where you go, what you think, you can't sin. And so that makes religion obsolete. And that means that Christianity is obsolete ever since 33 AD. And that means that there is a revolution afoot. Because this news, which isn't brand new, it's old good news, but it's still good news, that you are okay as you are. You don't have to worry about it. Sin, it's impossible for you to sin. You have a better life waiting for you on the other side of this life of death. I don't know what that looks like, but life never dies. It keeps on, just like energy. It keeps on. It never gets destroyed or created. It just keeps on. And when a body dissipates here on this earth, it just keeps on, as does the electrical impulses of your mind. It keeps going on. I have been told by some that this gospel, the gospel revolution, was the homosexual gospel. And I find that somewhat amusing, because people just have such a distaste for homosexuals, and they are typically Christians who hate homosexuals. So they don't want homosexuals to get away with anything. Now, they're willing to get away with whatever they can, but they don't want homosexuals to get away with anything. And so they call this gospel revolution a homosexual gospel. Well, however, it's not only a homosexual gospel, which it is, it's an adulterous gospel. It's a murderer's gospel. It is a thief's gospel. It is a person who takes God's name in vain gospel. It is a gospel for those who think they're too good for the rest of us gospel. It's for Christianity gospel. It's for Christians gospel. It's for all the religions gospel. It's for those who are self-righteous gospel. This is for everybody. Religion is obsolete. You don't need religion anymore. That's why this is such a revolution. But anyway, this is revolutionary, I know, and I hope that y'all have a revolutionary day, a revolutionary week, and that you remember that this is good news. And also that I love you, and I know that the people at Gospel Revolution love you, which is why they do what they do. And go ahead and look them up on YouTube and also on Facebook. Take a look at them and be sure to tell them thank you for what they do. But anyway, this is Sean Anson Smith signing off, and I love you. And until next time, when religion hits the fan, duck!
When religion just feels like a treadmill and you feel no